Hi, this is Trey Passer, and this is a video response, not video entry, video response to Robyn176's top 10 action movies. Again, thank you, Robyn, for making a video. I love doing video responses and you have a great top 10 list. I just got through watching it, so here's my selection here, and I'll just go through it real quick. But anyway, to my fellow YouTubers, please sub to her channel. She's a great fellow YouTuber. We've been chatting for a while now. She's, I love her videos, and she's a great, fellow YouTuber. So please give her some more subs. Okay. Now I'm not going to do this top 10 list in the order that she did it, from 10 to 1. I'm just going to do them as I have them here. Okay. Now my top 10 action movies. I love action movies. And I'm not going to say number 10. I'm just going to say one of my choices is Denzel Washington's Man on Fire. I absolutely love this movie. This movie is basically about I guess an ex-agent. Denzel Washington plays a burnt-out agent that he goes down to Mexico. He's an alcoholic. He really doesn't care about life. And Christopher Walken's his friend. He hooks him up with this rich family and he's supposed to be in charge of guarding this little girl played by Dakota Fanning. And basically he doesn't have a will to live. Basically he's just going through the motions, and this little girl reawakens in him the will to live. And then when she gets kidnapped in Mexico, he just turns to the total badass that he truly is. And I think there's a line by Christopher Walken that says that I think I quoted in another video, where he says he's explaining to the I guess the detective that's in charge of the case, just get out of his way. Gracie will, Gracie, I guess his name. He will hand out much more justice that you can have in 100 courtrooms and stuff. And he goes, Gracie's art is death, and he's about to paint his masterpiece. And Christopher Walken, I love the way he says that line. And Denzel Washington is a total badass in this movie. The level of violence he unleashes on these people is just tremendous. So that's one of my favorite action movies. Okay, and I have another Denzel Washington movie, The Book of Eli. Okay, this movie is sort of a futuristic movie. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic time in the future. Denzel Washington's playing a character named Eli, who he's living in this post-apocalyptic world, and there's a couple of sequences make this. And basically, he has a book. They say Book of Eli. The book he has. This is spoilers in case anyone hasn't seen this. Okay, they want to tune out. Spoilers. He's basically guarding a book that you later find out is the actual Bible, and he's trying to protect it while he's traveling. And of course, in this post-apocalyptic world, you have these band of marauders that roam the countryside, raping people and killing people. And it's I'm saying there's two great sequences in this movie that I absolutely love. In the beginning, towards the beginning of the movie, where he's near like an underpass, and these marauders set upon him, and they try to rob him basically, and he just unleashes holy hell with this machete that he carries, which you can see in that picture there on the cover. And I think he kills at least six people, just total badass. And then there's another scene in the bar where this guy starts something with him, and he actually he basically destroys a bar full of people. And it's a great scene. I would love to see a scene like that in Batman. The way Denzel Washington was just a total badass in that bar scene. That's one of my favorite scenes, and you can probably look it up on YouTube to see it. But the way he just handled himself in that scene, in that bar scene, is a total badass. Just the way I would imagine Batman to be. Just the way he just handled those thugs. It was just fantastic. Worth seeing just for that. Okay, now my third movie. I'm a big Terminator fan. I love the Terminator movies. I absolutely love them, especially the first two. They were just fantastic. So my selection for this is Terminator, the first Terminator, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, the one where he played the villain, the Terminator that came from the future to kill Sarah Connor. Okay, Arnold's just a total badass, and of course the classic scene of him, "I'll be back," and then he just obliterates a whole police station full of cops trying to get to Sarah Connor. And I absolutely love how Arnold was just so relentless in this movie. And I just love, Michael Biehn is Kyle Reese, and Linda Hamilton is Sarah Connor. Just total badass, and I just love when Kyle Reese just basically explains to Sarah Connor, listen, he doesn't feel pity, he doesn't feel pain. He will absolutely will not stop until you are dead. just a total badass movie. Okay, so that's another favorite action movie of mine. Now this other movie, Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. I absolutely love this movie. This is by Walter Hill and came out in the 70s, I believe. If I'm right about that. No, yeah, 79. And this is a total badass movie about about this gang, from Coney Island. They had to, they go to, I believe, up in the Bronx to this gang summit, and of course, where all these gangs are supposed to get together, and of course, the guy who organizes it, he actually gets killed, and it gets blamed on the Warriors. So you basically have every gang in New York after the Warriors, and it's basically, this is the story of the Warriors trying to get home, while fighting off all these various gangs that are trying to kill them. And this movie, there we go. See the back there. This movie is just a total badass movie. Just great action of them fighting, and there's a great sequence that takes place in a subway bathroom where the Warriors just totally kick ass. And this movie is just a classic movie. I mean, it may look a little dated because it was back in, like I said, in the late 70s, but it's just a total kick ass. And this is a great addition to anybody's collection. Okay, now this next movie is called Heat, starring two of my ultimate favorite actors, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. And this is basically about a cop trying to find this group of robbers that are robbing banks. And Al Pacino plays the cop, and Robert De Niro plays one of the robbers. And this is just a fantastic action movie. And the shootout towards the end of this movie is just balls to the wall fantastic. And Heat is just fantastic. I have actually a DVD of this, which I think came in 2 DVDs. So when I had a chance to get the Blu-ray, I got it. And Heat is just absolutely fantastic. It also stars Val Kilmer. He's in there too. But like I said, the shootout at the end, towards the end of this movie with machine guns and everything else is just fantastic. And this is a fantastic movie with great performances by Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Definitely a great action movie. And this is I think the movie came out about 2 years ago, and I heard they're making a sequel to this. But another movie, I love Liam Neeson as an actor, and this movie is just total badass. Okay, Taken, basically where they kidnap his daughter. He's an ex-mercenary or type character, and they kidnap his daughter. Wants permission to travel to Europe. Of course, I think she's 17, so she's 17. Of course, he doesn't really want her to go, but his ex-wife kind of eggs him on to agree to let her go, and he makes her a deal that she has to call him as soon as she gets there and as soon as she gets to the hotel. And of course they wind up kidnapping his daughter, and of course, since he's a total badass, he goes to rescue her. And the level of hell that Liam Neeson unleashes on these people is just absolutely fantastic. And I love that line that he goes, what does he say? I don't have much money. The phone call that he has, where he just basically explains to the kidnappers, listen, I don't have much money, but what I do have is a certain set of skills. And he said, I will, and just like it says on the cover, I will find you and I will kill you. And they say good luck to him. And then he unleashes a hell on those people. It's just absolutely fantastic. And I heard they're making a sequel, so I don't know what they're going to do in the sequel. They're going to kidnap his daughter one time again, but who knows. But I love Liam Neeson, and this is a fantastic action movie. Now, this movie came out actually this past year, Columbiana. I love this movie. Stars Zoe Saldana. I think I said her name right. But basically, this is a story about a girl that grows up. Her parents get killed in front of her, and of course, she grows up wanting revenge. And this movie is just basically about her getting revenge. And the violence in this movie is just absolutely fantastic. And let me show you the back. Okay, and she proves that she can kick ass with the best of men. She just totally kicks total ass in this movie, and I absolutely love her in this movie. And there's a great fight sequence towards the end of the movie in the bathroom where she fights basically with a towel, and it's just fantastic. I love this movie. That's why I had to get that. And another movie with a kick-ass female is I know you said you had this in your video, Robin, but I had this in my top in my action movies, and I had to put this movie because I absolutely love the first Kill Bill Volume 1. You know the story about the bride who got jumped on her wedding day and left in a coma, and then she wakes out of the coma and she seeks revenge against the people that put her in the coma. And so, but this movie, the level of violence with Uma Thurman is absolutely fantastic. I love the fight scenes with her and Lucy Liu, and I love the scene in the rest. I absolutely love that scene. I think she, like I said, conservatively, she had to kill at least 100 people in that one scene alone. She's just total badass with that sword, and I absolutely love this movie. I love this one more than the second one. The second one was okay, but this movie I absolutely love. And like I said, I love that scene in the restaurant where she just goes berserk, killing so many people, and she's a total badass. I love Uma Thurman just for that alone. Okay, now this next movie is a movie that came out in the 80s, I believe. Robocop. I love this movie. The level of violence in this movie is just absolutely fantastic, and it's basically a story about. It takes place in the supposed to be in the near future. I guess it would be this time now. I forgot how much further in the future it was, but basically it takes place in Detroit, where the a big corporation, basically takes over the police force, and the criminals is a total badass. And Peter Weller plays a cop, you know, one of the last good cops who basically gets blasted by these criminals, gets I think his hand blown off, his head gets shot in the head, and basically left for dead. And since the corporation took over the cops, they consider him part of their property, so they refit him as Robocop. And Robocop is a total badass, and I love that gun, the way he, and I love the line, "Stop, or there will be trouble." Just absolutely fantastic. I love this movie, Robocop. The second one, not so much. The third one, actually, I kind of like the third one, even though it doesn't star Peter Weller in it. And they also did a TV show about Robocop, which I thought was actually pretty good. Okay, now, last but not least, one of my all-time favorite movies that I've always talked about in all my videos. Okay, just a great. First of all, I love the director Zack Snyder, but this movie to me just a total kick-ass. I'm saying if you're depressed or something, or you're in a bad mood or something, watch this movie, and this movie will get your blood pumping, get your heart racing. You want to get up and grab a sword and go out and fight. Okay, what I'm talking about, of course, is 300. I absolutely love this, starring Gerard Butler, Lena Headey, what's the other guy's name who played the Weasel? Dominic West. 300 is just a great story based on the short story by Frank Miller. Excuse me, the graphic novel by Frank Miller. This movie is just so kick-ass, from the opening sequence to the fights in this movie. The line delivery, Gerard Butler, "This is Sparta," bam, the kick. The line, when he tells the guys, "Tonight we dine in hell," and then just the fight, the battle sequences are just great when they show the 300 Spartans fighting against the whole Persian armies. It's just absolutely, this movie is just so total kick-ass. I absolutely love this movie. I have the Steelbook, which is this one. I have the Blu-ray. I have a special edition, which is over there, that I got from a fellow YouTuber, and I also got a digibook of this. I absolutely love this movie, and I heard that they're making I guess it wouldn't be a sequel. It was supposed to be something that happened parallel to this, what the events in this movie were happening, but by a different, I forgot the details of it, but they're supposed to be making that, and I think Zack Snyder is supposed to be producing it. He's not directing it, but so I'm going to look forward to seeing that. And like I said, the speech at the end too, where King Leonis' friend makes the speech, where he just tells the story of the group of 300. And visually, this movie is just so kick-ass, and also a young Michael Fassbender's in this also. But this movie is so kick-ass. Like I said, if you watch this movie, you want to get up, grab a sword, go out there and fight and run. I absolutely love 300. One of my absolutely favorite action movies. Okay, so that's my video response to you, Robyn176. So I'll leave a link to your channel below. Please sub to her channel. She's a great girl, and I love her videos. I love chatting with her off the video, as she would say. And I absolutely love your video, and I love the bloopers that you did. I love when you curse. Don't ask me. I absolutely love the British cursing. Okay, and so this is Trey Passer saying so long and take care.